Oh, hello. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. And you best believe that I don't have a professional microphone yet hooked up to my setup right here. And you best believe that we're still doing that manual fade out. We're still doing that manual fade out in the intro music because we're still professionals, man. Look, man, it's been a busy month so far, and it's going to get even busier. So, what do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to do about that? Oscar guy here, how's it going? It's episode 15 of the Oscar Guy Here podcast. Hope all is well. And man, this week, let's get right to it, y'all. Let's get right to it. Let's pull up that calendar. Let's pull up that calendar. Look at this calendar, man. So right now it is December 4th, Thursday, December 4th. And look at that packed week, man. And look at the packed week next week. You kidding? Crazy. So we had the Gotham Awards happen on Monday. They were kind of... They do some wacky stuff, and they're not too correlative with the Oscars, but it's mostly for momentum for current campaigns and films and stuff like that. I know last year Sing Sing crushed it at the Gothams, and then we all know what happened to Sing Sing for the rest of the season. So take what you may, take what you will with a grain of salt when it comes to the Gothams. But One Battle still won Best Film of the Gothams, so that was cool. And some very interesting, very based picks for winners as well. Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners won featured performance. The guy from My Father's Shadow won lead performance. There was somebody who I didn't really know that won for breakthrough over Chase Infinity, so it was interesting. Pillion won adapted screenplay. What won original? Oh yeah, it was just an accident. Won original director and international feature. Panahi crushed it at the Gothams. The same day he was sentenced to a year in prison in Iran. So he is going to go back to Iran after he wins an Oscar or two, and he's going to walk into his jail cell with a couple of Oscars. And for him, for that, I say, and hero. What he is, our hero. Panahi, you are the man. But yeah, the Gothams happened, and New York Film Critics Circles announced their winners on Tuesday, and then yesterday we had NBR and the Indie Spirit nominations, and then today we had the AFI Top 10. And tomorrow, Critics' Choice noms, baby. It begins. It begins. It's going to be the first major precursor nominations announcement of the year. Typically it's Golden Globes, but this year it's Critics' Choice. Tomorrow is where the fun really starts for this season. So yeah, we're just strapped in, and we're just along for the ride. We got IDA winners on Saturday, and then next week, man, we got LA on Sunday. We got Golden Globe noms right off the bat. At the beginning of the week, PGA Doc noms, Astra winners, CDG noms, and then during the week next week is voting for the Oscar shortlist, and then the Oscar shortlists are going to be coming on the 16th, right before the holidays. And then we'll have a little bit of a break. During the holidays, and then come January, it's going to kick in again. And I want to say the first week of January, we have the Critics' Choice ceremony and SAG nominations and BAFTA long lists. Next week, we have Golden Globe. So, look, January is going to be insane. So after the shortlists on the 16th, we're going to have a little bit of a break for the holidays, and then we're going to jump right into it. So that's what's been going on. That's what's on the horizon, and that is it, man. And I'm here, and we're here, and you're here. We're all here, man. So yeah, sorry I don't have a better microphone for you guys. I still need to get that converter for my microphone in order to plug it into my MacBook Pro out here. But we still got this green screen and we got some cutoff here. But you know what? We're just going to leave it be, man. We're just going to leave it be. So, have you guys been, man? How have you guys been? I watched a bunch of movies last week. We can get into that. Before we get to NBR and AFI and all this stuff. We can talk about what I've seen. I went on vacation. Well, I guess it was like a workcation / Thanksgiving thing. I went out of town to visit my dad and my stepmom, and I ended up watching a lot of movies there. We went out to see a movie. Let's bring out my letterbox and just let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, right? So, OscarGuyHere.com. Here's my plug. I'm gonna say it once. I'm not gonna say it again. If you haven't been to OscarGuyHere.com, please check it out. It's very simple. You got links to my socials. You got my videos page, which I do need to update because I haven't really made any videos since last year. But that will be updated accordingly once things start rolling out here. Reviews. Oh, you get a little sneak peek of some of the movies I've seen. Basically just pulling in all my Letterboxd reviews directly from Letterboxd. And then we got the podcast page that lists all the podcast episodes, and then our predictions page here where you can check out my predictions, which I will need to update for sure, especially after AFI, NBR, and what soon is to be Critics' Choice nominations, and that's going to shake some things up. So that's my website. Without further ado, let's go to my Letterboxd and let's check out my diary, right? So the first things first, I saw Rental Family with the fam. Went to see it in Asheville at a theater called the Fine Arts Theater. Great theater in downtown Asheville. Rental Family was good. It was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. Brendan Fraser is as wholesome as ever. There were a couple moments in the film where I was like, man, just the way he carries himself and the way he reacts to things and just he shows so much emotion and so much poignancy in his performances that a lot of actors really can't do. And Rental Family is no exception. I think he's great. I would call him maybe Oscar worthy. Not worthy of a win, but definitely worthy of precursor nominations at the very least. We'll see how that campaign goes. I'm not sure it's going to get very far. It did make NBR's list of the best films of the year, but NBR doesn't have as much weight as, say, AFI or some of these other major precursors. So, but it was fine. It was fine. It was a little undercooked as far as, the story and the story that it was trying to tell. And, some of the character backgrounds were undercooked. It's just undercooked. That's what we kind of, I discussed it with my dad and stepmom, and we kind of just came to the consensus that there's something there, but the potential is there, but it wasn't really executed to the best of its, I guess, shortcomings of the screenplay, I think, and the direction. But, very good performances all around from Brendan Fraser and Akira, what's his name? Akira Imoto. He was wonderful. Mari Yamamoto was also very good. The little girl, Shannon Mahina Gorman, also very good. But it was fine. It was fine. Not one of my absolute favorites of the year, but it was good. It was enjoyable. So I still recommend it. If you want a good, just clean, warm and fuzzy, feel-good time, it's very good. Then I saw The Apartment for the first time. The Apartment was great, man. I mean, we just like we went on Prime Video and we just started watching stuff. And I had the remote, and they're like, "Yeah, pick whatever you want." I wanted to dig into some classics, man. I haven't really watched a lot of classic movies from before, I guess, the new Hollywood era. I guess like pre 1968. I'm very I wouldn't say uneducated, but yeah, uneducated. A lot of the films before that time period definitely underseen by yours truly, and I want to work on that. And The Apartment, I found it, and it's a Best Picture winner from 1960, and yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Jack Lemmon kills it. Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey, as far as like his physical acting, very animated. Shirley MacLaine, I guess, is in it as well, right? Yeah, she was great. Fred McMurray, Jack Crouchin. I mean, it was good. It was really good. It's very lighthearted comedy with some very dark comedic moments in it as well. That I think was pretty unusual for the time, I want to say. But it was great. I really liked it. I would love to watch it again. So The Apartment, Election, I did see for the first time. Alexander Payne film starring Reese Witherspoon, Matthew Broderick. It was good. I really liked it. I can't say why I didn't absolutely love it, but I don't know. I guess it just comes down to maybe personal preference when it comes to these types of comedies. But I don't know. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Got to cross that one off my Alexander Payne list. I think some other films I have not seen from him include, Downsizing, I hear, wasn't too great. But I have not seen About Schmidt. That's the only other big one that I haven't seen. I've seen The Holdovers, Sideways, fantastic movie, Nebraska, great, The Descendants. So About Schmidt is probably the only one that I've yet to cross off my list. But yeah, Election was good. Reese Witherspoon, I forgot how young she was in that film. Probably one of her first films. Yeah, she crushes it in this one. And Matthew Broderick is great as well. Yeah. I mean, it's just a classic 90s, 1999 comedy, man. It's really good. When Harry Met Sally, hadn't seen it. Sorry, hadn't seen it. The romantic comedy to end all romantic comedies, honestly. If you wanna get down to brass tacks, man. If there is one romantic comedy out there, it is When Harry Met Sally. So I mean, from what I've read about it, even after watching the film, I didn't realize how much of kind of like a game changer it was for the genre when it came out, and also how influential it was, because like these days, like romantic comedies, if you watch When Harry Met Sally today and you know your way around as far as romantic comedies, it's really nothing new, but at the time it was. Love stories were not told, and this kind of love story in particular was not told in a way, in this way, up until then. And yeah, it was really good. Meg Ryan kills it. Billy Crystal is also great. The late great Carrie Fisher, Bruno Kirby, who is that the Bruno Kirby, I guess, is the taxi driver from Spinal Tap. He's in this randomly because I did not realize this was also a Rob Reiner film. It was good. It was really good. Really loved it. Another feel-good thing, for the Thanksgiving season. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Then I saw Charade. Wait, did I? I saw one other film. I did not log. I did not log this one. I also saw Best in Show, right? Yeah, I saw Best in Show and I forgot to log that because of course I was watching the Thanksgiving Day parade and then after that watched the dog show and then on Thanksgiving I was like, well, I mean after that I got let's cross off Best in Show because it was on Prime. Why not? I had never seen it. Huge fan of Christopher Guest. Huge fan of Spinal Tap. I threw it on. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It wasn't great. Some of the jokes really landed, and then most of the other ones just kind of fell flat for me for whatever reason. But when it was funny, it was very funny. But as far as like the story and the tension involving all of the characters and their overarching, like, again, Undercooked comes up again. Some of these characters are just too undercooked. I mean, the Christopher Guest character, I wanted to see and hear more of him and like his backstory, especially not only their backstory, but like how because when the show ends, when the winner is announced, uh, the show just kind of ends, and then it just kind of flashes forward to like where they end up. There's not really like there's the climax isn't as impactful as I wanted it to be, but it was fine. It did its job. I think just the writing just did the film a disservice and held it back just a little bit. But there are some really great gags in this one. Really good, really good. But all in all, it was fine. It was fine. So I did not log that. I forgot to log that. Charade I saw for the first time with the great Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. Uh, and I like this one as well. Very unique comedy thriller. This like kind of murder, I guess not really a murder mystery. Um, I'm not gonna. I mean, this isn't really a spoiler for the film, but in the very beginning of the film, even before the credits start rolling, um, you find out that Audrey Hepburn's character's husband dies. He like falls off a train or something and he gets killed. But that I was thinking it was going to be like a murder mystery, but then it turned into something else where like um, money that her husband owed these guys, she needs to find it, and like they're trying to get money from her, but her husband's dead. So, and then she meets Cary Grant like randomly, like out of nowhere, and then they basically team up and fall in love and stuff like that. So the story kind of takes a turn, kind of unexpectedly. There's actually a lot of turns, a lot of twists in this film that are sometimes hard to keep track of, but once you kind of get what's going on and keep track of all the all the twists and turns and stuff like that, it's very entertaining. It's very entertaining, and even if you don't really pay attention that much, it's still entertaining to see Cary Grant, Audrey Hepburn, and James Cagney. No, Cagney? Coburn. James Corbin. Mathal Kennedy, all these guys kind of frolic through Paris and kind of just chase after one another. And it's just a good time. It's a great time. Great score by Henry Mancini. I want to watch it again. In fact, I did buy the Criterion for it the very next day. I went and got a bunch of Criterion titles, which maybe I'll bring them over here. Maybe I'll bring them over here and show you guys. No, I won't. Because they're. I will. I will. I mean, we got to make this interesting, right? We got to make this. I'm looking over. You see me looking over here? I'm looking over at my shelf that has all my Criterions, and I reorganized it and everything, and I'm just thinking how I'm going to. I'll do it. I'll do it. But before we do that, I digress. Charade, very, very good. Very good. Would love to see it again. I would assume this is a very rewatchable film, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Then finally, I saw Train Dreams. Train Dreams is it's got momentum, man. It's picking up steam in the award season. Spoiler alert, it made AFI. It's making, you know, it's showing up in the precursors. Uh, there's great word of mouth surrounding it. I think it will do very well with Critics' Choice noms tomorrow. Um, yeah, I think it might be in the Best Picture 10. It's near the bottom of the list for the Best Picture 10 for right now. I'm predicting it now for Best Picture. Um, but yeah, it was good, and you'll see my letterbox review here saying that it's we have Terrence Malick at home, which is a sentiment that I think film Twitter seems to have, at least a select number of people on film Twitter, um, saying that it's like overly sincere. If you can even fathom that being a criticism for anything, like I don't really understand how something can be overly sincere. What are you? Is your heart made of coal, man? Come on, come on. I don't know, but it's not like cheesy or anything like that. If it's overly sincere, then I would think it would be like cheesy and have this kind of unearned, like emotional, manipulative quality. But Train Dreams does not have that. It makes you earn its sincerity. Um, I thought it was really good. I thought it was great. It's a beautiful looking film, shot incredibly well. Um, Beautiful. Every shot was breathtaking in this film, and the aspect ratio kind of elevates it as well. Um, Great performances from Joel Edgerton and Felicity Jones and William H Macy. Although, without giving too much away, William H Macy and Felicity Jones are not in the film very long. Um, you know, I was thinking when I was like watching them, I was like, yeah, maybe these guys can get nominated. And then when you keep watching the movie without giving anything away, it's like, oh yeah, well that might be tough. That might be tough. Um, they're just not in the movie enough, I don't think, and they don't leave enough of an impact for them to kind of carry their presence throughout the film. Felicity Jones, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Joel Edgerton has the best shot for an acting nomination. He's definitely on the cusp. He's definitely not a lock by any means. I would love to see him get nominated. A very understated performance with him. He goes through it. He goes through the ringer in this film, and he's grieving a lot, and he's just there's this very quiet devastation in his performance that really leaves an impact. I think he's great. I think he's great. But yeah, the Terrence Malick at home sentiments are a little unjustified. It's like Tree of Life light in a way, but it's no knock against the film. Um, I'm not trying to compare this to Tree of Life or a Malick film. It's got Malick-esque elements in it for sure, but it's not. It's its own thing. So that's what I think. But yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Really moved me. In fact, I even thought about watching it again. And I did. I did. Look, I was very tired. I was very tired. I did fall asleep during like the first half an hour, and then I woke up, and then I rewound it, and I finished it. Sue me, okay? I usually never do that, but the movie is very cozy, and it's very meditative and very cozy. And I was laying on my couch. I had just eaten dinner, just had a long week, and it zonked me, dude. Train Dreams zonked yours truly. But at least I rewound it and I got back to work, man. Oscar guy here's gotta work, man. By working, I mean watching the movies. So it was good, man. Train Dreams was great. It's on Netflix. Go ahead and watch. Throw it on, man. Throw it on. So hopefully that can get a Best Picture nom. I would love to see it. At least adapted screenplay, I would think would get in for that, since that category is more or less open. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. That's what I've been watching. All pretty good movies. All pretty good movies. The one I liked the most is probably The Apartment, and then maybe Train Dreams and Charade. When Harry Met Sally, they were kind of in the same boat. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been watching. I there's some films that I still need to see. I still need to see Hamnet. I'm sorry. I think that is finally getting released tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend. Maybe Sunday I can maybe go to the theater and maybe catch Hamnet or something else. I think No Other Choice might be playing too, and maybe something else. I don't remember. I can't keep track sometimes. Um, let's actually look. I'm gonna look at my local theater. I'm not gonna show you what my local theater is because I want to get doxxed. So let's see. What is showing at nondescript local theater? Oh, Wake Up Dead Man. Oh yeah, Jay Kelly, brother. Oh yeah, I need to watch Jay Kelly. I need to watch Jay Kelly. Man, I need to watch Jay Kelly. Jay Kellogg's, you know? Yeah, Jay Kelly, Wake Up Dead Man. That one's kind of losing steam after it missing NBR and AFI 10. I still want to see it. I really like the Knives Out series. The first film I liked. Glass Onion I actually loved. Glass Onion I actually preferred over the first one, and some people don't share that same sentiment, but I'm weird, I guess. Yeah, I loved Glass Onion. So, and they say that this one's even better than Glass Onion. So, I still do want to see that, even though I don't think its Oscar prospects are that solidified. But Hamnet and Jay Kelly are probably my next two films that I need to cross off my list. Then after that would be Marty Supreme, which, by the way, I've heard wonderful things about that film. Um, that is for sure a big Oscar player, not only for the film itself, but for Timmy Chalamet, who is campaigning, who is indeed campaigning. He's on the awards campaign front for sure. So Hamnet and Jay Kelly, and then Marty Supreme, and then if I have a chance to see it, maybe No Other Choice. I don't know when or where that's going to be showing near me, but that is a priority of mine as well. Um, and Wicked for Good at some point. I guess I'll see. Which I've heard is not as good as the first one. If you're really into Wicked, you're gonna still love it. Um, but critically, it hasn't been getting like raves, I guess. Um, but it's still made NBR. It's still made AFI. It's gonna have a very good day at Critics' Choice. So yeah, that's I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might get the same nomination count at the Oscars. It might get a little less. Probably not going to get anything more than that. But we'll see. Um, but yeah, while we're on the topic of NBR and AFI Top 10, let's discuss that before the Critics' Choice noms are announced tomorrow. So let's go back to my website, OscarGuyHere.com/predictions. If we select Best Picture, I need to log in. In order to see the race spreadsheet. So let me do that off green screen so y'all don't know my password and such. So let's log in, go to predictions. Yeah, here we go, and EE. Okay, now that I'm logged in, see that on my predictions thing, I have this race view the race button right here, and what this does, it opens up this here spreadsheet, and this is we're in spreadsheet land, ladies and gentlemen. Whoops, I went back by accident. Let's go back to picture. Okay, here we go. All right, so shut up. Um, so yeah, we're in spreadsheet land now, folks. We're in spreadsheet land now. Oh no, that's not gonna. Okay, I don't like it doing that. I don't like it doing that. See over here. I don't know if you see that. Don't like that. No, I can't. No, that ain't gonna fly, man. That ain't gonna fly. Yo, I'm trying to swipe to the left on my sheet right here. Oh man, I might have to do the scroll bar thing. Oh, unless I can just like. Oh no, we're gonna have to figure that out. Can we like disable that like swiping to go back thing? Like, I don't want to look that up right now. I'll look that up after the recording. But man, that's stupid. Okay, anyway, One Battle's crushing it, man. One Battle not only won Best Film at New York, and we'll see what happens at LA, but it won Best Film at NBR and it made the AFI Top 10. It's crushing it, and it won Best Feature at Gotham. And Gotham, they are typically an indie awards body, and they've changed their rules and regulations recently, and they're allowing more blockbuster titles. And for that film to win over every, you know, I mean, there were only 5 nominees in Best Feature at the Gothams, but still, like, they still awarded it that at the Gothams, and that's a big deal for it to just pretty much so far sweep the season in the very very early season, albeit, but it's very strong. It's a very strong showing for them. Hamnet, like, slightly underperforming so far. It did make AFI top 10. It missed NBR for whatever reason. NBR can be weird. They have some weird picks. For them to pick F1 and like Wake Up Dead Man and Rental Family over Hamnet, I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever. Um, but yeah, Marty Supreme got into both here. Sinners and Wicked for Good got into both. Frankenstein, Avatar, and Jay Kelly, as well as Train Dreams, all got into both NBR and AFI 10. And Sentimental Value got international pick for NBR, and then It Was Just an Accident got the special award for AFI Top 10. And statistically, I read recently, I think, was it Matt Neglia from Next Best Picture? Shout out. I think he said that every film that has won the special award from AFI has gotten into Best Picture every single time. So It Was Just an Accident, basically a lock for Best Picture after it also getting Best Director at New York as well, and winning all those Gothams. It's got some great momentum going into the precursors here. So that is looking good. Sentimental Value kind of blanked at AFI, but I'm not too worried about that. It's the American Film Institute after all, so their special award for an international pick did go to Panahi's film, which I understand. But yeah, AFI Top 10. We got One Battle, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sinners, Wicked for Good, Frankenstein, Avatar, Jay Kelly. Begonia was the surprise, and Train Dreams. Yeah, Begonia took that very up in the air 10th slot there. What else could they have gone for? Secret Agents International. Maybe not Rental Family or Wake Up Dead Man or F1. Ann Lee is toast, man. Ann Lee needs to start showing up, man. Ann Lee has lost a lot of steam lately in these early precursors, so it needs to start showing up somewhere. Be it the precursors like Critics' Choice or Golden Globe, or even later on in the season when the guilds start announcing their nominees and winners. Maybe Ann Lee can start showing up, but I don't know. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good for Ann Lee. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. House of Dynamite, basically dead. Is this thing on? Pretty much dead. Springsteen dead in the water. Dude, I'm so sorry to Jeremy Allen White. I know I'm sure you crushed it in Deliver Me From Nowhere. But the film, from what I've heard, is just kind of a little lackluster when it comes to its prospects. So his chances are nil. They're nil. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Smashing Machine, same thing. Dwayne Johnson, you're going to have to try again. I don't know. But yeah, those are not looking too good so far. But look, after this, we have the actual precursors. Here we got Critics' Choice before Golden Globes this year. Typically, I've said this before, but typically Golden Globes come first, then Critics' Choice. But maybe because the Critics' Choice Awards were so delayed last year due to the LA wildfires, maybe they're ahead of schedule now. I don't know. But they are, in any case, before the Globes this year. And we will find out what is nominated tomorrow. And stay tuned for a reaction video for that. First reaction video of the season. I am stoked. Then we got SAG Ensemble, PGA, BAFTA, Oscar. So yeah, NBR, weird. They're always weird every year. Wake Up Dead Man, F1. Right? I mean, I wasn't really surprised at either NBR or AFI this year. Not as chaotic as it was last year. I think maybe the only minor surprise would be Begonia making it into AFI top 10, because Begonia has had very good word of mouth, very good audience reviews, critics reviews, but the film is very cynical and it leaves on a very dreary tone that maybe some awards bodies and especially Oscar voters might not be totally into, but I don't know. It's showing up. It's starting to show up. I think it did fairly well in Astras, and it did get like a Best Feature nomination at the Gothams. Again, Gothams are Gothams. They don't have a whole lot of weight in the grand scheme of things, but Begonia is around. It's around, and it making AFI is very helpful for it. So yeah, that's the Best Picture race, and that's NBR and AFI. Nothing too crazy, but things are shifting and lining up to some kind of wonderful. Grand Funk Railroad. So yeah, that's I haven't updated my predictions since last month, so I think I might wait to update them until probably after. I might not update my predictions until after the shortlists, after the Oscar shortlists, basically right before Christmas. I think I might update my predictions for December, because if I do it now, then we got Critics' Choice coming up tomorrow, we got Golden Globes coming up on Monday, we got the Oscar shortlist coming, we got critics groups rolling in. I mean, bro, there's no point. There's no point updating right now. And it's a lot of work. So yeah, man. I do also have race sheets for other categories like director. PTA took home NBR director. Jafar Panahi took home New York. And we got critics tallies over here. I think only one critics group has been announced so far, and that is Atlanta. I am taking into account critics tallies as well for the precursors. These are the precursors with critics tallies, and then we have the actual precursors after these lines right here. So that is my spreadsheet game. You know what I'm saying? That is my spreadsheet game. Know what I'm saying? Best actor, Leo took home NBR, and Wagner Moura took home not only New York, but he took home, I want to say, Atlanta as well. Did he take home Atlanta? Let's go to the videotape. Atlanta Film Critics Circle in the red. No, I think it's Leo. What did Wagner Moura win? Oh, you know what? I think I'm counting New York as a critics tally. So whatever. But yeah, Wagner Wagner Moore's there, and Leo's here. And actress, man, what's going on in actress? What's going on in actress? Yeah, we got Rose Byrne crushing it, man. We got Rose Byrne crushing it. Rose Byrne, so far, chances are looking good for her Oscar nomination. Absolutely. After winning NIF, or I guess New York Film Critics, NIF is the film festival. And she won NBR as well, which is a very interesting pick for NBR. And then other than that, I think Buckley won Atlanta. So that's what's been going on so far there. Supporting actor, Del Toro. Is our boy Benicio Del Toro gonna be the one battle boy over Penn? I think it might happen. Is he gonna sweep, man? People were saying, "Oh, he's gonna sweep. It's gonna sweep." It's still early, man. It's still early. I would love to see it happen, but it's still early. Look, sure, he won NBR. Sure, he won New York. Sure, he won both New York and Atlanta for supporting actor. And even if you sweep critics groups, you know, actual precursors aside, if you sweep critics groups, that does not mean you're not only gonna win an Oscar, but even get nominated at the Oscar. Remember Charles Melton from A December? I know that category was a toss-up that year, but Charles Melton won a lot of critics' prizes and wasn't even nominated for the Oscar. So that doesn't, it's all momentum. I'm not going to say he's going to sweep, but I will say that he has the momentum right now, and he has the love and the passion from the film community and from critics so far. So everything's coming up Del Toro, a few small beers for me. Supporting actress, Madigan. Am I going to eat my words, man? Madigan's showing up. She won New York. She won Atlanta. Am I going to eat my words, man? Am I going to eat my words? I hate to say it, I am a Madigan denier. I'm a Madigan denier. I never saw it really happening for her. But she's got really good momentum, and she's got some really good wins under her belt, and she might start showing up. But will the Oscars actually go for a performance and narrative like that in this category? I mean, this category is just so weird this year. I mean, other than her, maybe Ariana, maybe Tiana Taylor, maybe Inga. Other than that, it's like, what's going on? So maybe she will happen. But Weapons is not, I don't think it's getting into any category other than just actress. I mean, I don't see it getting into the picture. It might have a shot at screenplay, but I don't know if I have it nominated right now, or predicted rather. But she's showing up, man. She's showing up. New York and Atlanta. She got New York and Atlanta. So, am I still a denier? Maybe a little bit. But I mean, dude, if you're on the Madigan train, I'm happy for you. I really hope things work out in your favor. But I don't see it. Again, if she goes all the way to an Oscar nomination, I'm gonna have to do some kind of dare. I'm gonna have to eat do if you guys seen Hot Ones, maybe I'll do like the bomb live during one of my live streams if Amy Madigan gets into the Oscars. If she gets nominated for an Oscar, I'll do the one chip challenge. I'm not saying that. I'm not. That's just an idea. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do that, but I should do something like that. If I'm wrong and I have to eat my words, and Madigan gets nominated for an Oscar for Weapons, gonna have to do that. As payback. I don't know. Make things fun. Make shit interesting. So she got she got in. She man, she's performing well. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I don't know, man. We'll see. We're just gonna have to see, y'all. We're just gonna have to see. In other news, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius got NBR for supporting actress, which I love to see. And what's very interesting is that her co-star, Elle Fanning, in the same film, won the same award last year for Complete Unknown. Am I wrong? No, Walter, you're just an asshole. Sorry, Big Lebowski. Quote. Acting credits, accolades, Elle Fanning. Here we go. National. Yeah, National Board Review supporting actress Complete Unknown last year. Very interesting. Very interesting. Just a little statistical nugget there for y'all. But yeah, Inga is wonderful in Sentimental Value. One of the best understated performances of any actor this year. So yeah, she's got a good award under her belt. Although Elle Fanning won the same award last year, really wasn't even close to. Well, I wouldn't say she wasn't close to an Oscar nomination for Complete Unknown last year. Monica Barbaro did get into that category, and that film did get nominated for 8 Oscars. So maybe she was kind of close, but she didn't get into any other major precursor, as far as I remember, other than NBR. So, but I think Inga has a little bit more to work with, perhaps, hopefully. So yeah, that's supporting actress. I don't think anything else has like really. I mean, if we go, let's just go to New York. Let's just go to New York, right? Shout out to Next Best Picture. Shout out to Next Best Picture. My boys and girls, they're great. Love them. The latest. So let's just go to. That's NBR. Let's go to New York. Let's discuss the New York winners. Some of the other New York winners. Atlanta, New York. Here we go. Okay. So, One Battle, Panahi. Screenplay went to Marty Supreme, which is very good. Very good. Rose Byrne, Wagner Moura, Amy Madigan, Del Toro. Cinematography. Yeah, Sinners it might be ranked stacking up those cinematography precursors, at least in critics groups for sure. So that was good for that. K-pop Demon Hunters winning animated feature at New York was pretty big. I can't see that not being a frontrunner for animated feature. It really is between that and Zootopia 2. And Zootopia 2, if y'all don't know, made what, half $500 million in its opening weekend? Want me to repeat that? $500 million in its opening weekend. My brother, are you kidding? That's crazy. Budget 152, $642 million at the box office. It just came out. Like a week ago. That's crazy, man. So, not to say that, oh, if you make this much money, you're going to win an Oscar. No. But I'm saying it's got really good word of mouth. It's got really good momentum. It's got really good reviews. People say it's not quite as good as the first one, but still very good. Good enough. But K-pop Demon Hunters, it's going to be a clash between the titans here, I think, between those two. But them, K-pop winning animated feature at New York is pretty big. Foreign language film went to Secret Agent. I think Secret Agent is doing better than No Other Choice, which is the other Neon. Is Secret Agent Neon? Was Secret Agent picked up by Neon, right? See, I gotta check back. I gotta circle back on my words here. Distributed by no Neon. Okay, it's not a Neon film. I don't think, right? I don't know, but as far as an international pick, really the top three. At the top is It Was Just an Accident, and then I guess it would be Sentimental Value, and then Secret Agent. I think Sentimental Value and Secret Agent are like kind of neck and neck right now. And then probably No Other Choice. No Other Choice needs to start showing up a little bit because I'm worried that the Oscars are just going to pull off another Decision to Leave and just snub it for whatever reason. It snubbed Burning. It snubbed Decision to Leave. It might even snub No Other Choice. I don't like to see it happen, but I'm not ruling it out entirely. It might happen, but I hope it doesn't. So hopefully that can maintain its momentum and its steam. And Best First Film went to EFIS, which is a film that I want to watch. It's a baseball movie. And I hear it's a great first film. According to New York, it is. So, yeah, I need to see that as well. So that's New York. A few small beers. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. Sinners picked up a score at Atlanta. Yeah, that's what's been going on. That's what's been going on. And I don't know, man. I think I might leave it at that. Keep it a little short and sweet. I don't even know how long we've been recording for. How long? Not even an hour. Dude, we're gonna keep it short and sweet this tonight. We talked about what we need to talk about, okay? With this week and with the goings on and what have you. We're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that because I got my work cut out for me. This next week or two, I got my work cut out for me for Critics' Choice and Golden Globe nominations coming out within 1, 2, 3, 4 the next 4 days. God forbid, heavens to Betsy. And then some of these other like guild precursors, so with PGA and CDG and stuff like that. So I don't know when the next podcast episode is going to be. Maybe next week before the shortlists are announced. Although next week I'm going to be very busy with life things in my personal life. So perhaps right after the shortlists, we'll do that. We'll take a week off next week because I got a lot going on. But I think we're going to leave it at that, folks. That's it, man. Let's hide it. Let's hide the Chrome tab. Let's hide the Chrome window. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys haven't done so already, I don't know what you're doing if you're not following me on my socials. My socials include YouTube, where you're watching this video right now, most likely. Instagram, @OscarGuyHere. Letterboxd, @OscarGuyHere. X, Twitter, @OscarGuyHere. I'm kind of on there. I don't really post that much. I kind of reply to threads and reshare stuff, but that's about it. I'm on there if you want to follow me as well. OscarGuyHere.com. Check it out. Stay in the loop. Stay tuned for more goings on. And that will be that, folks. So thank you guys so much for listening and so much for watching. Let's fade it back in. Let's fade the song back in. Let's fade the song back in as we say goodbye. Here we go. Oh, yep. I gotta get better at this. Yeah. Without further ado, I will catch you guys on the flip. And Oscar Guy is out. So long, y'all. Peace out.